All right. So while we wait for more people to join the session, let me just do a brief introduction of Analytics and also what we'll be doing here tonight. 1 second. All right. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from, where you're tuning in from. Welcome to another masterclass session at Analytics. I'm going to share my screen now and we'll make a start while we wait for others to join us. All right. All right. So if you can see my screen, just please type a 1 in the chat. And if you can hear me loud and clear, type a 1 in the chat, please. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so once again, while we wait for more people to join us, can you please tell me where you're joining from? And if this is your first time joining, just type a yes, and then tell me where you're joining from. Like you can say yes, and then London, yes, Lagos. Tell me where you're joining from. I want to be sure you're carrying everybody along, regardless of their location or where they may. Okay, Tolilokpe is joining from Lagos. I'm expecting more response. I want this session to be as engaging as possible, so that everyone. Okay, Billy is joining from New York City. Interesting. Bennett is joining from Groningen. Welcome. All right, we're expecting a lot more people on this session. I'm sure a lot of people are trying to join right now. We're expecting at least 100 on this session. So I'm just trying to take some time, like another 2 minutes, to let more people join. Then we can make a start. So in the meantime, okay, we have Bennett from Groningen. Okay. Anyways, for the women in this call, I have something interesting for you. So today is International Women's Day. So there's something awesome for you. Just hang in there with me till the end of this session, and I have an awesome surprise for you. All right? Okay, let me just make a start now, and the others will join us. So in this masterclass session, we are going to be discussing the steps to succeed in your cybersecurity career and the hidden opportunities. Yeah? So if you already know about cybersecurity before, type a 1 in the chat. I want to know how many of you has heard about cybersecurity, or you know anything about cybersecurity in the past, or you've had any experience as a cybersecurity analyst or anything. Just type a 1 in the chat if you're not totally new to the concept of cybersecurity. All right, awesome. But I believe joining this session tonight means you want to learn more. You're looking for some sort of mentorship, some sort of hand-holding to be able to excel quickly in your chosen career path in cybersecurity, and that's why Analytics is here. So I'm going to move quickly at this point with the introduction of Analytics. Then I'm going to also have an awesome cybersecurity analyst on the call with me, who's going to show you some awesome stuff about cybersecurity that's quite compelling and something to look forward to. Okay, so quickly about Analytics. Analytics is an edtech company helping Africans and people in the Black community to learn premium tech skills and lowering the entry barrier into tech. Yeah. So we basically felt the Black community are lacking behind in terms of their adoption of tech and using it as a leveler in terms of equal opportunities, especially in career. It is a well-known fact that in most of the biggest tech companies in the world, you hardly find people of color, people from the Black community in some of these companies, not to now talk of even finding women. Yeah, that's why I said there's an awesome news for women on this call tonight. Just hang in there with me. So anyways, based off this knowledge, based off our vision, Tenalytics decided that, okay, let's build capacity and understanding across different tech fields, including data analytics, business analysis, data engineering, data science, financial analytics, HR, Scrum, cybersecurity, which is the bone of contention in this masterclass, and also the entire data ecosystem, yeah, so that we can train students who would help businesses to make data-driven decisions. Our facilitators are top professionals from different sectors, from Apple, Microsoft, McKinsey and Company, Amazon, PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, Sahara Group, and the like. Yeah, these are people who do their day-to-day work on a Monday to Friday, but then over the weekend, they attend classes and pour out all they know on in students so that they can be top professionals in the tech ecosystem as quickly as possible. And of course, our courses are structured in a way that it makes it practical and ensures that you get optimum value. Yeah. The tech ecosystem can be interesting, meaning if you're not getting proper mentorship and proper hand-holding, you could spend years trying to learn everything. But Tenalytics is there to put that structure into your learning and with other additional services that we offer to make sure that you're able to transition into tech in the shortest time possible. And we've done that in a record time of 4 months. I'm going to go straight into that shortly again, or delve more into that shortly. Let me talk about briefly the visionaries at Tenalytics. Adeza decided to start analytics about 4 years ago. And this is after he himself has spent over 10 years as a data analyst, a data analytics expert across different industries. Data consult as a data consultant, worked in sports, professional services, now founded an edtech company, energy, automobile sectors. And of course, he has personally trained over 8,500 participants. Then the co-founder is Efemina Ipo, also a data science contractor. He's worked with different companies in UK, Ireland, presently working with other firms also as a data science consultant and contractor in Canada. So both of them decided that, okay, let's help people in the Black community majorly, because having worked with all of these companies, they found out that a very low number of people in the Black community are able to transition into tech. And most of them, when they even go to the diaspora, they end up doing menial jobs instead of landing tech careers that are actually have juicy offers and they, again, have high paying and of course high demand for some of these tech careers. So I'm going to move quickly to the facilitators of this session. Of course, myself is Olawale Adeshino. I'm the Chief Marketing and Strategy Officer at Tenalytics. I'm a marketing data analyst myself. Over the past 8 years, I've basically dealt more as a professional digital marketer. But 2 years ago, I transitioned more into data analytics. Of course, being able to use data to make better marketing decisions. Yeah, I've worked as an independent consultant remotely with companies in France, Turkey, UK, USA, Germany, Kenya, and of course, and Ghana. So I'm going to hand over the mic quickly to my colleague to introduce himself, and then I'll come back for another 2-3 seconds before I now finally go back to him to take us on an awesome ride on what cybersecurity looks like for newbies who are looking to learn about it, and of course, take you on a deep dive into the basics and hopefully enjoy what you learn from Aladesomi. Aladesomi, can you please quickly introduce yourself?
All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone. My name is Adeguruye Aladesomi. I'm a cybersecurity professional, and I've been in the industry for about 6 years plus now. I've worked in different sectors as well. I, excuse me, please. I've worked as a detection engineer. I've worked as a cybersecurity analyst. I've worked as an IT auditor. Excuse me, please. I've worked as a cyber threat intelligence analyst. I've worked as a detection engineer, blue team, purple team, just name almost every part of cybersecurity. The only part I've not really worked is the managerial part of cybersecurity, which I'll still add some things to, I've worked there, but not too long anyways. But trust me, I have a lot of experience in the cybersecurity field. I've worked in different organizations, different industries, and on different projects. I've worked in the consulting industries. I've worked in FMCG, and I've worked in financial institution, and I'm presently working in a financial institution. And also, I've worked on different projects, local projects here in Nigeria, South Africa, UK, US, Canada, and I've collaborated with a whole lot of people as well on different projects. So I'll be the one taking you on this journey tonight. So just pay attention, and trust me, by the end of it, you will be you love the time you've spent with us here. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Aladesomi. I'm looking forward to learning one or two things from you as well. Cybersecurity is an interesting space, fast growing. The demand for cybersecurity experts is quite high at this moment. There is an interesting data that shows that the amount of data that people are going to churn out in the next 4 years is going to quadruple. Yeah, and because of this, there are a lot of cyber threats that are going to happen, and of course, companies, individuals, states are going to need cybersecurity experts to help them tackle all of these threats and the likes. So basically, a quick one before I hand over fully to Aladesomi to take us on a ride. Just a quick highlight on what we'll be talking about. Like I said, it's going to show us the steps to succeed in your cybersecurity career and the hidden opportunities. I'm going to also talk about other careers that are in demand and what you must know to transition into tech. It's not all about just learning the how to define this, how to do this, how to do that, but how do you put all of these skills in your day-to-day activities as a professional? Yeah, the idea is that you can learn as much as you can from anywhere, but then the added advantage at Analytics, how we're able to help people transition, is what I'm going to share with you here. And just join me on that ride. Then finally, I'm going to be showing you success stories. I'm proud to say we have a plethora of testimonials online, and I'm going to share some of them with you here for you to see students who have been at this level where you are now. They attended a first masterclass like this. They were convinced enough to know that they are going to get value. They joined our program, and then they have testimonials to share with you. So I'm going to share a few of them. Then finally, once again, happy International Women's Day to all the women on this call. There's a special discount for the women that is going to run from today for the rest of the month for women only. But of course, we don't want to put the men aside. So for every 6 women that will give that scholarship, we want to give 1 man. And that 1 man is going to be working on projects that is going to encourage the inclusion of women in tech. So for all the men that are on this call, stay with me to the end. For the women, be rest assured, you're going to enjoy the discount. It's sure for you. But for the men, if you know any woman that can enjoy from this, please, you can share this link with them to join us quickly. Your friends, your girlfriends, your wife, your sister, please share this link with them and let them join us so that they can be a part of this. I'll move quickly now to what are the career paths in tech that, or why should you transition into tech for a start? Yeah, so there are quite interesting points to note as to why you should transition into tech. One is that there is this great work-life balance and flexibility that comes with tech. Yeah, businesses that operate in the tech world mostly are mostly remote or hybrid. For instance, I've not stepped in the office since 2020, and that's because I'm working in the tech ecosystem. I can't be a doctor or a lawyer and not have to go to the office. Yeah, so there's this great work-life balance and flexibility that comes with the tech ecosystem. The other thing is the growing job opportunities. I mentioned that the amount of data that is going to be going out with the expansion of the internet and the likes, a lot of data is being moved day by day. So there are a lot of opportunities going on around the cybersecurity, data analytics, data engineering, and the data ecosystem generally. So there are growing opportunities in this parts of tech and in tech generally. Yeah. Of course, also you don't need to have a tech-related degree to transition into tech. We've seen lawyers transition to become data analysts. We've seen medical students or medical professionals transition into courses like business analysis, right here at analytics. So your background, your degree doesn't matter at all. The founder had industrial chemistry in school, and the co-founder had economics in school before he transitioned to become data professionals. Another thing is the fantastic salary and benefits. In the tech ecosystem is where you actually get, even regardless of where you stay in the world, you actually get paid good money for the value that you bring to the table. Yeah, the offer is actually fantastic, and the benefits also. If you're lucky to join a startup that is well funded, you could have access to some level of equity into that company also. So that's something that is very unique and common only in the tech ecosystem. Then finally, you get to work in the art of innovation. Working in the tech ecosystem means you could be building an app that will change the world. Yeah, in 2018, or okay, sorry, 2008, Mark Zuckerberg was somewhere in his room typing codes, and he doesn't know that what he was doing actually at that time would grow to be this big, to become a multi-billion-dollar empire. So you actually be doing stuff. Imagine how many medical apps are there saving lives. Imagine how I can't remember the last time I stepped foot in a bank. Yeah, imagine how the fintech are changing things. So working with the tech means you are in the art of innovation and making things happen. Yeah. Another quick interesting fact I would like to share with you is the tech trends globally. Yeah. In the UK presently, the tech jobs have reached the heights of requirements or reached the top spot for UK hiring as of May 2021 to November 2023, followed by trade and construction, teaching, healthcare, and the likes. And 72% of organizations have a shortage in tech jobs. If you go to the skill shortage list in countries like UK, Canada, and the likes, you find tech careers that are there that you should that people are actually always looking for people to fill this role. Also, in places like Canada, there's also a shortage of the tech skills in these places, and for over the 32,000 tech jobs in 2023 that are owned by immigrants, not indigenous. Now, immigrants that go to Canada, for instance, 47% are owned by Indians, while Nigerians take over just about 5%. Yeah, meaning so most Nigerians that go to Canada, they do not even go there to take the juicy tech jobs that are up for people to take. Then, of course, data scientists, data analysts, they are going to see the most growth in 2024, followed by cyber security analysts. So once again, if you are here, you are in the right place to start your career path as a cybersecurity analyst, learning from Alade Somi. So I'll just move quickly at this point now, hand over to Alade Somi to take you on a ride. Then I'll come back and share the discount I have for the women only. Yeah, I'm going to include some men also, but then I'm going to give the first 6 women first before I pick one man, just in celebration of the International Women's Day, a special scholarship that we run once in a year for the women. All right, Alade Somi, over to you.
All right, all right, all right. So, please, can you signify if you can hear me, please? Just just say hi if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Alade Somi Adegroye. I reside in Lagos. I've introduced myself earlier, but I'm going to do that again. Excuse me. I'm a cybersecurity professional with about 6 years experience, and I've worked on different projects and different industries in cybersecurity. I presently work as a detection engineer, red teamer, cyber threat intelligence analyst in a financial institution here in Nigeria. What else? Okay, so that is it about me. That is it about me. So please, can you all signify if you can see my screen, please?
Yes, we
Can
can.
you see my screen? All right, all right,
Yes, I
all
can
right.
see your screen. Yes.
Okay, okay. A minute. Okay, okay, that is good. So today I'll be taking us on steps to succeed in your cybersecurity journey and the hidden opportunities. Trust me, everyone, cybersecurity is a field where you will go and you will always be thankful for God that you made that step. Cybersecurity is a field whereby you will never regret that you are into that field. Cybersecurity is a field whereby when you are into the field, it becomes part of you. I realized that people have jobs that it's not really part of them and all that, but cybersecurity is a field whereby it becomes part of you. Not that you don't have your time to do other things and all. Yeah, you will have your time, but trust me, it will be part of you. You'll be so conscious, you love what you're doing. And the good thing about cybersecurity is that there are different opportunities in cybersecurity. You can be so creative enough to do a whole lot of things. You can decide to just be a person giving cybersecurity training to organizations. You can decide to help organizations deploy security tools and a whole lot of things. If you want to be self-employed, you want to be work on a company and all that, work for government, everything is embedded in cybersecurity. And cybersecurity is a field whereby it is not totally abstract as many people think it is. It is not. The effect of cybersecurity is what you and I can feel in our everyday activities. You get when you right now we are talking, we are having a discussion over the internet. Some people are in the US, some Australia, Canada, uh, different part of the world, Ghana, Nigeria, and all that. Trust me, without the help of cybersecurity, this might not be possible because there are people online that are constantly looking for websites, looking for activities to disrupt. Thanks to protocols that are that has emerged and it has made the world a better place when it comes to cybersecurity. So that is it about that. Don't let me waste your time. So let me go to the next slide. Why is cybersecurity important? And why do we need cybersecurity analysts in our environment? You know, if you want to go to data analysis, you'll be like, okay, we all make use of data and all that. Yeah. Cybersecurity, why is cybersecurity important? Cybersecurity is so important to the extent that we can't do without it. In as much we have an information, in as much we have data, in as much we are in the cyberspace, cybersecurity is for you. And either you like it or not, we all practice cybersecurity in one way or the other. We all do. We all do. Or is there anyone here who is going to probably have his or bank application and use username and password to do 123, username as 123, your password as 123? I doubt if there's anyone like that. You get. So to the slide, just think of a world with every valuable things without security personnel. Have you ever thought of that before? Like when you think about cybersecurity, just think about this world, different valuable things in this world, and just imagine if there are no policemen, there are no security personnel out there. Think about a bank without security. Imagine you have a bank without a security. There are not security tools and preventive measures over there. Think about an expensive estate without security. Or think about your vault. What makes your vault a vault? The security of that container makes it a vault. How strong it is, the resistance of it to fire, the password of that container makes it a vault. You understand? Think about your home without a door nor lock. Imagine if you have a building without your door or without a lock. How is it going to be? It's more or less like you are staying outside. When you think about all of this, then you think about your information and assets without cybersecurity. Just imagine anybody when you register on Facebook, everybody can see every details you share. There are some personal details you fill in while you are probably opening your Facebook account, your Twitter, your Instagram, which is not visible to everyone. Just imagine your data is out there. Ask yourself, why do we need police in our society? Ask yourself, what happens in the society without security personnel? Can we live in a society without security personnel? No, we can't. Security personnel I'm talking about the physical security personnel. They are majorly the police. They are everywhere in every country. They protect law and order in every country because there are always people who are invaders, invaders to people's businesses, invaders to people's homes and all that. So also as cybersecurity analysts, in as much you are in the cyberspace, you have information, you have data. So also we need cybersecurity personnel to safeguard those information, to safeguard those things. That is it. What do cybersecurity professionals do? So when you hear this person, I'm a cybersecurity professional and all that. Cybersecurity professionals protect the world. Yes, when I say protect the world, they do really protect the world because we are in a digitalized world. Everything is almost done over the internet. Everything is done remotely right now. In fact, from some movies, it is made known that the president of the United States and some country, for them to launch some nuclear weapon and all that, they can do that remotely with a code. Just imagine a malicious person gets hold of those codes to do that. It can be very disastrous to the world. And cybersecurity professionals are always there to protect against such things. What else do cybersecurity professionals do? They protect our information. We have our informations right out there. And that is why there's something they call ISO 27001. That's information security management system, which has the framework as the standards rather that's mandated every organization to be certified because that gives an assurance to people that their information is secured with them. Why is that? What's the reason behind that? The reason is to safeguard our information. Our privacy really matters. They protect our assets as well. The valuable things you have over the internet and all that. A lot of people, their whole life is on their email. These emails, they are protected by cybersecurity professionals who have developed cybersecurity tools to protect against those. They protect our money. Imagine you just get your bank account and your account officer is telling you that about maybe $20,000 is out of your account, or about 20,000 euros, or about maybe 500,000 naira is out of your account, and you don't know where it is. It's a different thing if you have spent your money. You get what I'm trying to say? So that is it. They protect our health. So a lot of hospitals right now, they have, in fact, some of their machines are remote. There's something they call telemedicine, whereby two people can communicate over the internet to give consultations. Health patients have informations. They have information who protect against all those things. Cybersecurity professional. Generally, they make our life easier because without the help of cybersecurity professionals, when you know that things you do on the internet are not safe, the money you want to send to someone is not safe, the money in your bank account is not safe, that pizza you want to order is not a safe thing for you to do. Nobody would proceed in doing all that. So they make our lives easier generally. So that is for you to know how good, like how good how important cybersecurity professionals are in today's world. And we can't do without cybersecurity professionals. So who are cybersecurity professionals fighting? Cybersecurity professionals are fighting against the following threat actors. When I say threat actors, I mean people you call hackers, the malicious people, people always trying to infiltrate your account, your network to cause damage. People want to infiltrate a country's system to cause havoc. These are threat actors. One, who are those people cybersecurity professionals are fighting? Number one is state-sponsored hackers. In fact, state-sponsored hackers is on the rise right now. Ever since this Ukraine-Russia issue war has started, fighting each other, getting hold of each other's infrastructure and all that. Those are state-sponsored hackers. There are different. There are a lot of state-sponsored hackers in China as well. Iran, there are also some in Iran as well. A whole lot of them. What do? They create, they carry out warfare against other countries using cybersecurity. And under this, these people, they can be very, very dangerous because they are being sponsored by a country. Also, we have activists. Activists are people, normal activists, they believe they are fighting for a cause. So also we have activists, just get the spellings right. So also we have activists. These people, they carry out cyber warfare against companies, organizations, countries, because they feel something is not right and they're fighting for a just cause. But trust me, that is not enough to attack any organization. Again, we have the criminal syndicates. This is where most threat actors. I told you what threat actors is the other time, that these are people that try to infiltrate company, organization, or people's network to cause havoc. These threat actors, they are everywhere. Ransomware group, APT, script kiddies, and a whole lot of them. In fact, recently, I'm sure one or two people must have heard about Lockbit. They are in vogue right now. Lockbit. They are terrible ransomware group. In fact, I can call them APTs, advanced persistence groups. Advanced persistence group are people that they keep doing the same thing, they keep attacking, spreading the same type of attack everywhere. So these are the people, the cybersecurity professionals are fighting. Do you know the funniest thing? It's as if the criminals are even more than the people defending against these people. That is just how it is. It is so crazy. It is just so crazy. So next, we move to prevalent attacks by threat actors in cybersecurity. There are different types of attack carried out by threat actors. I told you what threat actors is the other time. They are malicious people with bad intent, trying to infiltrate organizations' network, people's infrastructure to cause havoc. Those are threat actors. When you hear threat actors, just in your head, just see them as people, a malicious person or malicious people that want to cause havoc, people that can cause damage to an organization. So different type of attack. We have ransomware attack, which is mostly prevalent. The ransomware attack or ransomware group, what they do is that they get into your network, they encrypt your data, you understand, and they ask you to pay money before you get it. Just like kidnappers and all that. That is who they are. You understand? So that is number one prevalent attack in cybersecurity. This, you see one group in Ukraine launching an attack to some infrastructures in China. One group in China launching an attack on infrastructures in the US. In fact, recently I read the reports that some Chinese hackers, they've been in some United States infrastructures for the past 5 years. That is how terrible cybersecurity is. It's just like you having a a rat in your house, but the rat who can spend any amount of years. Imagine you having a rat in your house, just surveying everywhere and all that. Any day that the rat feels that sees that nobody's around, the security is very loose, then the rat attacks and eats your things and all that. You get so there are people like that. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to cut you, please. Could you put this on a slideshow so that it's more visible? Someone was commenting to. So if you just click the slideshow at the top, so you can just use your cursor to move it up or down.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, slideshow besides share. Yeah. Yes, besides share, if you just click on slideshow, so it's going to be over much bigger. Okay, are you able to click on slideshow?
A minute, please.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, can you all see?
Yes,
Is it
it's
bigger?
much
Is it
better
better
now.
right now?
Much better. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
you're welcome. So I'm talking about distributed denial of service. What is distributed denial of service? Imagine, cybersecurity has three main background, or should I say structure, which are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. This denial of service deals majorly with availability part of it. You understand? Imagine you want to log into your bank to buy things, to send money, and you can't do that. That would be you won't like things like that. Imagine you want to go on your social media and you couldn't do that. So many organizations are being hit by this, but you will never know. The reason why you will never know is that they will never tell you. You understand? So this type of attack is very prevalent. There will be a denial of service distributed. All your servers everywhere won't be working. They won't be responding to any request that is coming in. That is one of the prevalent attacks in the industry. We also have different type of attack. We have the cross-site scripting. We have the SQL injection. We have a whole lot of attack. And there are different attack. There is something they call OSI model. That is the model at which cybersecurity is built. That is the model at which networking is built. So I didn't say this earlier. Networking is just like the roots of cybersecurity. Networking is just like the roots of cybersecurity. That is what you build on. The good thing of it is that as you attend the program, would always take you to networking gradually to let you guys have a full understanding of it while you progress with your cybersecurity journey. That is it for that. Okay. So, okay. I think a slide is missing here. So there is something called MITRE ATT&CK framework. Yes, MITRE ATT&CK framework. It is a framework that it is, it is so essential in the cybersecurity field. The MITRE ATT&CK framework, it's a type of framework where, oh, before I go to that, let me tell you there are different parts in cybersecurity. There are different teams you can join in cybersecurity. We have the blue team. I'm talking of the most important teams. There are blue teams, there are red teams, and there are purple teams. Okay, this is it. So these teams, the red team are the offensive team. When you think about offensive, think about red team. So red team is just like you saying soldier. A soldier carrying out an offensive attack to others. When you think about blue team, think about the defensive part of cybersecurity. And when you think about purple team, think about the team that that does both blue team and red team exercise. So just have that at the back of your mind. We are coming to that soon. What is MITRE ATT&CK framework? The MITRE ATT&CK framework is a curated knowledge base that tracks cyber adversary tactics and techniques used by threat actors across the entire attack lifecycle. So when you hear cyber attack, three things should come to your mind. TTP. The meaning of TTP is tactics, techniques, and procedure. Every cyber attack in this world follow these three, should I say framework here, these three framework of MITRE ATT&CK. Every attack in the world follows this. So from here, I don't know if this is bold enough for you guys to see. Number one part of MITRE ATT&CK starts from reconnaissance, and it ends with impact. What is reconnaissance? Reconnaissance is you making findings about something. You understand? For example, you have a system, you are connected to my system. I want to know what is happening on your system. The first thing to do is to carry out reconnaissance, which the contemporary security personnel, our police, military, and all that, that is what they call investigation. It is from their investigation that they begin to carry out other activities. Military, they do survey, they do survey to get hold about the enemy's territory. Do you understand? That is it. So it ranges from reconnaissance to impact. We have resource development, initial access, and all of it. So you don't have to know everything. When trust me, in fact, people that have spent 50 years in the field, I doubt if there's anyone like that though. People that have spent a whole lot of years in the field do not even know all the techniques. Fine, you can know the tactics. The tactics are the one at the top. You see reconnaissance, resource development here, where you see my mouse, where you see my cursor, here, those are the tactics. The one you see here, they are the techniques. Here, here, here. So when you click on the techniques, you will see the procedure. Do we all get that? That is MITRE ATT&CK framework. Importance of this is very useful for red teamers, blue teamers, and purple teamers. I was talking about red teamers the other time, that they are the offensive part of cybersecurity. Blue teamers are the defensive part. Purple teamers are they do the two. So when you are hearing SOC, that is Security Operations Center, that there are a lot of SOC jobs out there. In fact, it's like the entry level to so many cybersecurity analysts. It basically means Security Operations Center. So what they do is that they just look at every connection coming into the organization, the network flow, and all that. Those are the defensive people of cybersecurity. The red teamers are they are the penetration testers. Yes, we have the penetration testers. We have the red teamers, them offensive security themselves. The purple teamers, we have someone in the application security. The person is launching an attack and also trying to defend the organization. And when you hear system security, system engineering, those are also part of blue teamers. So I explained all that here. Red teamers, blue teamers, and a whole lot of them. So after that, after you've known, okay, these are red teamers, they are blue teamers, they are purple teamers, depending on your skills, depending on the one you really want to go into. However, you still need a basic cybersecurity knowledge to go into any of those fields. And after all that, we have the GRC. These are the people always disturbing the cybersecurity professionals within the department because these people enforce compliance. GRC means governance, risk, and compliance. You can see here, governance is a set of policy, rules, or framework that the company uses to achieve its business goals. Good governance includes the following: ethics and accountability, transparent information sharing, conflict resolution policies, resource management. So even in our, even in every organization, there's always governance. There are people that govern, that oversee how things are done. There are people that oversee how things are done. These are the governance people. They want to make sure you are doing there is the proper workflow. Things are done accordingly. Also, there's risk management. Businesses faces different type of risk: financial, legal, strategic, security risk. Proper risk management, all businesses identify this risk. For example, if in your organization you are doing your thing and you don't have an antivirus, let's say for an example, and probably the organization feels it's not so important, it is the work of the risk person, the GRC, because most times organizations do not give those rules separately. They just give it all together. GRC, same person doing the whole three because they are related. The risk person will be the one to say that no, we can't continue like this. If we continue like this, we are, there is a risk of this. What is the likelihood that which this thing will happen? This thing, is it vulnerable to something? If it is vulnerable to something and the likelihood of that thing being happening is high, definitely the impact of that thing will be high. For example, if you don't have antivirus in your organization, you understand what is the risk in that? The risk is that your systems, your organization, they are exposed to different malware. When I talk about malware, I'm talking about Trojan, what people call virus. Yes, let me put it that way. Virus. Your systems are exposed to virus. What is the likelihood that the virus will come into your system? It's high because people visit different websites and all that. So it's easier for them to bring virus into the system. That is the likelihood. The likelihood is high. There's a vulnerability. Definitely, the impact will be high. When a virus gets into the organization, the impact on that organization will be high. So that is risk management in summary. We have compliance. Compliance is the act of following rules. I said they are related: governance, compliance, risk, and all that. It's applied to legal and regulatory requirements set by industry bodies also for. So when you get into the field or before then, you can Google ISO 27001. You can Google NIST, NIST framework. You can Google HIPAA. That is for hospitality. That is the framework. I think the standard for hospitality, hospitals rather, that ensure patients' information, people's information being safe in the health sector. There's also GDPR. You understand? GDPR, data protection. You understand? That is mostly used in Europe, and NIST is mostly used in the US, and a whole lot of frameworks like that. So the GRC people, they make sure that things like that, the governance, risk, and compliance, they make sure that things are done accordingly. You understand? So that is it concerning GRC. So I've talked about the blue team, red team, purple team, and GRC. So GLC is more like it's like the management part of cybersecurity. You know, in our various organizations, we have the governing body in different institutions, academic institutions. We have the governing body. Yes. So that is the GLC is just like the management part of cybersecurity. So you should have that at the back of your mind. So if you are going into cybersecurity, you should, you know, if you are interested in that, it's also a very cool career path. One thing is that you still need to have the basis, to know the basis of cybersecurity to move into all this. You understand? So as I always tell people, it's not a must for you to be an hacker, to be a hacker in cybersecurity. There are a whole lot of things you can do without being a hacker. And there are a whole lot of things you can do without being a programmer. Because that has been the fear of so many people. You understand? That has been the fear of so many people. You don't need to be. One thing is that whatever you are doing, do it right. Know whatever you are doing. Not you just know it on surface level. Yes, you can. In cybersecurity is the field whereby you need to know a lot of things on surface level because they are not your core area you're focusing on. So knowing it on the surface level makes your recruiter or the person you want to work for knows that yes, this person is into this field and he or she knows what he or she is doing. So that is it for that. Career path in cybersecurity, we have the network security part, we have application security, we have the SOC, Security Operations Center, we have VAPT, vulnerability assessment. Sorry, I made a mistake here. It's vulnerability assessment and penetration testing rather, vulnerability assessment. I'm sure that will be corrected before before the slides will be sent to you. We have the red teamer, the purple teamer. So the reason why I didn't put blue teamer here is that the blue teamer, the blue teamer here is more, the blue team is more of the network security, the SOC, the application security, the system security, you know, the cloud security, like that. That is why I didn't add blue teamer here. You can see that the red teamer and purple teamer, I put it beside each other because they go hands in hands. You know, we have the system security, which they're in charge of probably installation of tools, deployment of tools, patching of systems, and a whole lot of things like that. So we have the GLC personnel, which I just talked about. We have the cloud security. We all know that cloud is now everywhere. In fact, these days, you don't have to do a lot of things on, you know, host a lot of application. Just go on the cloud to do everything. But, you know, people are moving into cloud also. The cloud needs to be secured. Trust me, in the cloud security, you know, it's also on the rise. The demand for it is also on the rise. So we have the threat intelligence, our threat hunter analyst. These are the people that give threat intelligence to the organization. This is more like a purple team also, because you need to be a good detection engineer to be a good threat intelligence analyst. That is on the high level. But on the lower level, you can just move into threat intelligence analyst, you know, hunting for threats and all that. So if you don't understand what threat is, if you don't understand, you know, what's the purpose of threat intelligence, to do this will be difficult. That is why the basis of cybersecurity is very, very important. So things needed to succeed in cybersecurity, we have your interest. You can see that I didn't put all those node coding, do this. No, I didn't put that here. I'm in the field. I understand how it goes. Your interest is the number one thing. Once you are interested in it, nothing is holding you back. Your focus, you have to be focused. You have to be focused. Inquisitive mind. You have to always question, why is this thing like this? If an answer is given to you and you are not satisfied, in that answer that is given to you, jot it down. Those things that you don't understand, go on the internet, search for it. After searching for it, and you come back to the person that gave you the answer and tell the person that I've researched for this, I've gotten this, and this, but I've not gotten this. Can you explain better? The person will be so happy to tell you more about it. So that is it. Analytic mind, you know, you have to have a kind of an analytic mind to be able to analyze things, to look at 1+1 and to be able to analyze that, okay, this is coming from here, this is coming from here. Definitely, this might be leading to here. Without the basis of without going through the basis of cybersecurity, that will be difficult. Technical skills also, yes. Your technical skills they are very, very important as well. Very, very important. But trust me, when you're interested in the field, when you are focused, when you have inquisitive mind, when you have analytic mind, the technical skills will be the smallest thing for you, because these are the things that gathers up to make up technical skills. And we have soft skills also. One of the most important soft skills in cybersecurity is timely communication. Timely communication and collaboration. Those are the most important. Those are the most important soft skills in cybersecurity. So, how to land a job in cybersecurity? We've been talking cybersecurity and all that. How do you land a job? Make cybersecurity your lifestyle. It is just simple. Just make cybersecurity your lifestyle. Work on projects. Probably you have someone working on a project, someone who wants, but trust me, that is why 10 analytics is very, very lovely, because at the end of your course, we have several projects we are going to work on, which when an interviewer is interviewing you, the person will know that, yes, this person has worked on something before and the person understands what he or she is doing. You get network with people, mingle with people. Oh, this person is into this. You network with the person, tell the person, oh, I am, I'm just getting into the field. I know this, I know that. I've done this. I've worked on this project. I'm asking, when you tell people that you've worked on projects, you've done this, but you're coming to, they'll be so happy to wanting to help you. You understand? Because that has, motivated them already. Collaborate with people. Once you don't hold knowledge, yes, collaborate with people. If they are working on something and you feel you can assist, no knowledge is lost. Collaborate. Put yourself out there. This is very important. You can't be a cybersecurity analyst and just remain gentle and you say that I don't want people to know. No, sell yourself. When you are talking, let people know that. That's why in this field you need all those skills I mentioned. You understand? You need to be focused and interested. So the little you know in that field, cybersecurity is, I used to tell people, cybersecurity is broader than medicine. It is so broad. But the one that you know, when you're talking about it, let them understand that, let people understand that you know this thing. The ones you don't know about too much, let people know that, okay, you've heard this, I know it's performed this and that, but I don't know deeply about that. People feel like, yes, this person knows what he or she is doing. That is it. Trust me, those are the things you need to land the job together with your with those skills I talk about. So that is it concerning the cybersecurity field, how you can land a job, how you can succeed in the cybersecurity field. Please take this home. Getting into cybersecurity is one thing you never regret doing. Definitely, there are jobs out there paying a whole lot of money, and those jobs, a lot of times, they are flexible. You understand? They are flexible. It will give you your time. It will give you time for yourself, time for your family. That doesn't mean that you won't read. In fact, cybersecurity is a field whereby if you are not careful, you discover that you read every day, because there are always things to learn. But it's still a field whereby it will give you time for your family, time for your loved one. Life is not just all about work alone. You need to have other aspects of life. You need to engage in other aspects of life to be able to be successful in other aspects. You understand? If you're not giving time to probably important things to you, even on your job, you might be facing challenges. So this is a field that will give you that time. What about money? The money is there. People are ready to pay you once they know that you know what you are doing. But they want you to prove that you know what you are doing. So that is it concerning the cybersecurity field. So thank you, everyone. That is all from me. Thanks. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Aladesomi. Thank you for an awesome session. So the best part of what you have said, as far as I am concerned, is your last slide, which is how do you actually even get a job as a cybersecurity analyst? It's not enough that you have all the knowledge. But then how do you use that knowledge? It's all about cybersecurity. For me, is one of the most purposeful jobs anybody can have in terms of stopping threats. Imagine someone who has worked all their life and all of a sudden someone from somewhere maliciously attacks their account and wipes out all the money they've worked for all their life, all the money they've kept for retirement. But then the purposeful thing about cybersecurity analysts is that people like them are those who stop this kind of attacks from happening. So once you now have knowledge, how do you get into the job? How do you be able to use the knowledge you have to save lives, to save entities on the long run? So I'm going to pick up from where you stopped now and talk about a few success stories about some of the tech areas and a tech program that we run outside cybersecurity that some of our students have gone through. There is a saying that it always seems impossible until it is done. I'm sure most of us probably look at driving like, oh, will I be able to drive like this? Until you find yourself one day driving with one hand and pressing your phone or holding a cup with the other hand. Yeah, it always seems impossible until it is done. So I'm going to share a few stories, and these stories are stories of people who have attended master classes like this before, and then they made that decision. In fact, I believe you made that decision first when you decided that you wanted to come and attend this master class. And this is the next step to it, is like now taking from here to actually going into a program and then seeing the program, the value that it offers, and then using that to get a job and change everything about your career moving forward. So this is Tony from in the UK. She landed a job as a business benefits analyst with NHS UK with full visa sponsorship just after 1 month of training with us. Olugbemi here, actually, before he left Nigeria, he reached out to us and learned business data analysis before he went to Canada because he knew that he doesn't want to get to Canada and start looking for a warehouse job or care job and the likes. Yeah, he knew what he wanted. So he got that training before he left. And we did everything, the other packages that we have, which I'm going to talk about soon. Yeah, is actually what makes us stand out in terms of helping people to actually learn what they need to learn and finally, eventually getting the job. Also, we have Tosin here, also who's a fraud analyst. Yeah, this is also closely related to cybersecurity and the likes. And now we're able to help him secure a job in the UK also after our training program. We also have Benga here from Poland. There is one person here I actually want to play a video. I want you to listen to her. Abigail. Abigail is a care worker in Canada. She saw our ad on Instagram, just like you did, and then decided to join the masterclass. And after the masterclass, she decided to join our program. So I'd like for you to just hear from the horse's mouth. Just give me 2 minutes of your time to play our testimonial video. We have a plethora of them on YouTube. You can always watch at your own time, but just give me a second of your time to listen to Abigail and see how our program is able to help her transition from being a care worker to a business data analyst. And the interesting thing about her story also is that she didn't just become a business analyst, she actually led a team of 2. Imagine someone transitioning to a career for the first time, but with the way we're able to help her package what she already knew and help her use that to transition into tech, they felt like, oh, this person has enough experience to actually lead a team. Yeah. So I'm going to share the song. Journey with Teneletics and how it has helped me to ace my interview and eventually just land that dream job that we always wanted. So my training with Teneletics has transformed my career as a business analyst. They have coached me really well, thoroughly with hands-on projects, and the instructors are usually super awesome. Topics that are covered are usually real-life experience with a hands-on project where you do as a team, where you do as individual. There's always a one-on-one session if you want. Interview preparation, they use real-life experience. They coach you on interview and they tell you what you are doing right and what you are doing wrong and where you need to improve and where you are perfect and all of that. I'm recommending Teneletics to all my friends
to anyone watching this video, please don't think about it twice when you just try and attend one of the sessions. It will open your mind, it will give you more ideas on what it is all about. Don't be scared. It was working with analytics that gave me the confidence to apply for some job roles that I naturally wouldn't apply, because I feel those job roles are usually too big for me. Like, the name sounds so big, and analytics makes me understand that you can do it as a business analyst. We all got the idea. So I am 100% recommending analytics to anyone that has thought about being a business analyst, a data analyst, or all the analysts that they coach you on. You won't have regret in it. You will come to thank me later. I am happy I joined the Analytics. They help you develop your user stories on how to use scenario, on how to use real life experience to answer your interview questions, which is usually what helps you to ace your interview. I am so happy I joined Analytics, and I wouldn't have been where I am today without the coaching and help of Analytics. I personally would want to thank the coordinator. He's very good at doing his job. His name is Ubong. Please disturb Ubong of everything you need. Like, he's always there 100%. Any time of the day you call him, he picks. It doesn't matter. He's sleeping 2 a.m., 1 a.m. I am really, really recommending Analytics. So, guys, join Analytics and you won't regret it. And Analytics, I personally want to thank you for training me, for building my confidence, and for helping me to understand that there's a BA in every one of us. Thank you, guys. Bye.
All right. So that was Abigail. And like I said,
my name is Abigail.
She's just one of our many students. In fact, last year alone, we helped over 850 people transition from our classrooms to their first career in tech. If you go to our YouTube channel, just click on the testimonial playlist and you see daily uploads of testimonials. Ikmat here also, she was a full-time stay-at-home mom in the UK. And after our data analysis training, she got a job with the NHS in the UK with full visa sponsorship. One interesting thing, again, let me just reiterate for people who joined later, is that today is International Women's Day, and there is a discount, a scholarship that we run every year for women, just to make sure they are included in the tech ecosystem. Yeah, Ikmat here was a beneficiary of what we did last year. You might even want to come and listen to our sometime later, or you can check our video here. But then I think she's also coming to join us on the masterclass before the month runs out, to share her testimony as how she was able to get into tech and enjoy the benefits that is added value at Analytics to become a tech professional within the shortest period of time. So there are a host of stories here that I could spend the whole day going on all of them. But then the question here is why you should train with Analytics. It is easy for anybody to people put out videos on YouTube, who sell trainings and all of that for people to learn, yeah? But then why is Analytics different? How come we've been so successful in terms of having people transition to tech? To be honest with you, aside that our training are based on projects, yeah, such that you are doing real life projects when you are training. There is also the additional services that we have. That is our sort of over 850 students last year. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I had a short glitch in transmission. I'll just go straight back to where I was. So, but before I continue, if you're still with me, please type a 1 in the chat. If you're with me, type a 1 in the chat. I want to be sure, I want to make this part of the session as engaging as possible. If you're with me, type a 1 in the chat. Most especially the women, like I said, I have something special for you. So while I pick 6 women, I also have something for 1 man. Yeah, 6 women, 1 man. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's move quickly. Now, let me just give you a quick glimpse at what the training at Tenalytics look like for a cybersecurity analyst. Yeah, Aladesomi has done a good job in terms of showing you what a day-to-day work of a cybersecurity analyst might look like. So I wouldn't delve too much on that anymore. But I'll just quickly run through what it is like being a cybersecurity analyst. In the UK, this is the average salary for a cybersecurity analyst. In Canada, like you're earning over 140,000. That's how much you paid average for as a cybersecurity analyst. In the US, over $105,000 annually. So the key learning areas are introduction to cybersecurity, foundations of computing and networking, information security principles, offensive and defensive cybersecurity. You remember when Aladesomi was talking about blue team, red team, purple teams, yeah? So you learn a whole lot about that. Cryptography basics, cyber threats and attack vectors, network security, endpoint security, web and application security, cloud security, incident response and forensics, cybersecurity policies and compliance. You heard when you mentioned about governance, risk and compliance and the likes. So these are the key learning area. Like I said, it's easy for anybody to. It's more like you want to go from Nigeria to Canada through the ocean. Yeah, it's easy to get lost if you don't have a navigation. Yeah, because the water will lead you to as many parts as you want to go to. But imagine you have something to navigate you exactly to where you're going to. Yeah, so that's the importance of our learning program, and now we have packaged it. Yeah. Cybersecurity is wider, to be honest, than what you see here. But this is what you need to learn as a beginner, yeah, to get that your first job. When you now get the job, like Aladesomi mentioned, you now keep learning and keep growing. Yeah. For every professional that's on this call, wherever you started from a year ago is not where you are in terms of your profession. No matter what is it you are doing, you're always learning, growing. If you're in a job that's not challenging you to grow, then it's probably not a job at all. It's not where you should be. Even if you are running your own personal business, if you made 10 million last year, this year you want to double that money. You want to improve it next year. So basically, but then there's the basics that you need to start your business, or the basics you need to get into that job. So this is the key learning area that you have to focus on, yeah, to get into cybersecurity. And we have intentionally selected this so that with this, you are able to also work on projects. Yeah, each of this module is always project-based, case study-based, such that you're able to defend yourself based on projects. So you're not just learning to win arguments or to tell you or to explain things to people. You are learning to be able to do a job. Yeah, so that's the difference between our training programs and other competitors out there. The learning timeline for this program is actually 3 months. Then you have 1 month internship. So like I said, for 3 months, you attend classes in the weekends, yeah, where you learn all of these modules in terms of by projects and case studies. Then for 1 month, you are not left by yourself. We model a real life work environment where you now work on projects on a weekly basis. And these projects, you return back to your project facilitator, and then they review it. So it's more like a boss giving you. Ideally, you use the name Tenalytics in your CV and all of that, that you intern with us. And that is something we also use to stand out. And you're able to defend all your knowledge by doing those project-based work through that 1 month program to solidify the knowledge you've learned in the past 3 months. So that way, when you are done with the program, you also have a project or a portfolio that you can show to potential employees that potential employers that this is what you learned and also this is what you know based off projects. So I'll run quickly again through some of the way we have packaged our program and why you should train with us, more on why you should train with us. So our curriculum are up to date. Like I told you, Aladesomi is presently working with one of the biggest banks in Nigeria as a cybersecurity analyst. But on weekends, he's able to come and teach cybersecurity analysts, people who want to transition into it. So it's not teaching you something that is obsolete. It's something he's using on a day-to-day work that is coming to teach you in class. Yeah. So the curriculum are always up to date, and the tech ecosystem is fast changing. Yeah. So you can't stay in one place. So our curriculums are always up to date. Imagine if you're learning about data analytics about 2-3 years ago, for instance, you probably won't be doing anything related to AI or ChatGPT and the likes. But now you have to have that knowledge. So as our curriculum is always updated to make sure you carry everybody along. Then of course, industry experts. Aladesomi is a top-notch expert in the cybersecurity space in Nigeria and also in Africa. So these are the kind of people that are facilitators in all of our programs. Then of course, the training is blended to accommodate everyone. Like I said, it's a weekend training. So if you have a 9 to 5 during if you have a job you do during the week, the weekend is when you attend classes. Then our classes are driven by facilitators like myself and Aladesomi, where we share our screen like this and show you what you have to do. And we are working on a project, not just explaining things to you, working on a project. So on Sunday, you are going to now get a video. We call them Watch Me Do It videos. Those videos prepare you for the coming class. Yeah. So today you learn introduction to cybersecurity. Yeah. Then by Sunday, that's on Saturday. Then on Sunday, we show you we send you a video plus the recording of that Saturday class, a video that now prepares you for the coming class. That way you're already a step ahead of your facilitator. Meanwhile, during the week, we have what we call drop-in sessions. These drop-in sessions are sessions where whatever it is you've learned on on Saturday, and you do not understand, you can now join, ask your coordinators. You heard Abigail mention Ubon. So people like that are coordinators that you can now always ask questions if there is anything you do not understand. So that will be accommodate everybody, fast learners, average learners, slow learners. We make sure we pull everybody along into gaining the right knowledge. Then, of course, we have the additional employability services. I'm going to delve more into that in the next few slides. So you understand why learning alone is not enough. Yeah. What are the other things that will help you do? What are the other mentorship that we add along with our training that can help you get that job quickly, that has helped so many other people get that job within such short period of time? Then finally, I mentioned this before, that internship programs, it's an intentional internship program that simulates a real life work environment such that you know what it looks like as a day-to-day professional, as a cybersecurity analyst. So before you leave our program, you have 1 month to actually simulate that real life work environment. So when you eventually get a job, it's nothing new to you. I'll move quickly now. So all of this combined together is what actually gets you prepared as a tech professional. Yeah. So it is not just the learning. You can do the learning on YouTube, do the learning, but other things that we have added is what now makes you ready to get a job. Now, there's a 3-layered approach to the additional employability services that I mentioned, and I'm going to show you how it works and why it works. Yeah, let me repeat that again. I'm going to show you how it works and why it works and why it has worked for so many people. Yeah, so a lot of people, now if I tell you to show me your CV, most people's CV had nothing to write home about. Trust me, a few years ago also, I had the knowledge, I had the skill, but my CV was just total rubbish. Yeah. So how do you now make sure your CV is top notch? So this is the first approach. Yeah. Within your first week at Analytics, we help you review your CVs. Yeah. Such that your CV is top notch. There's what we call applicant tracking system. So if a job is out there and you see about 1 million people apply, okay, let me not over exaggerate. Say like 1,000 people apply for a cybersecurity job. Yeah. So once you're submitting your CV, there is an applicant tracking system that will first filter out maybe like 80% of those CV. That is like the first 800 or maybe 800 CVs will just be filtered out, like these ones are not even there. Before you now get maybe like 200 that will not get to the HR professional that will not look at them personally also before. So how do you scale through the applicant tracking system? There are certain keywords that should be on your CV. There is a certain way you should position your CV. There is a certain way you should align whatever it is you've done in the past with what you're now doing as a cybersecurity analyst. Trust me, there are things related to cybersecurity you probably have done in the past, but you do not know. So with your CV review sessions, you're able to align you from your past into what you want your future to be like in the tech ecosystem. So that is one thing we take seriously at Analytics. The second one here is the LinkedIn optimization. Everybody has probably one social media account or the other. But then as a professional also, you should have a LinkedIn account, because that's one of the biggest places where HR professionals actually actively search for people to take on new roles. So how is your LinkedIn account looking like? So there is the optimization session that we put into this that also helps you stand out. We've seen a lot of our students who are actually sourced out by HR professionals just by searching for them on LinkedIn. So how do you optimize your LinkedIn to make you easily searchable by HR professionals? So that's another added value that we give to you at Analytics. Then, of course, there's the Upwork optimization. In case you want to do gigs, short gigs, 3 months, 6-month gigs, there is Upwork where you can actually, we have a host of people looking for freelancers. How do you optimize yourself to be easily found by people who need freelancers for short gigs? So we also help you with that. The next one here is navigating the job market. So if you're searching for jobs in UK, for instance, there is a different approach if you're doing that in Canada. There's a different approach if you're doing that in US. So how do you navigate all of these job markets? We're also going to train you and teach you on how to do that. Yeah. Then of course, job and interview preparation. This is one of the interesting parts. Yeah. So we encourage our students to start applying for jobs from the first, second month of training with us, just to get an idea what it looks like, what it feels like. Because the no's that you get will prepare you for the yes. I'm actually quoting one of our students that said that all the no's, no that you get will prepare you for the yes. So for every time you apply for a job and you get an interview invite, you are going to return back to us, and then one of our facilitators are actually going to train you or prepare you for that interview. They will look at the job you applied for and ask you potential questions that the HR person on the other end is going to ask you. So that way, we give you that level of confidence to approach those interviews and, of course, help you clinch one. So for as many interviews as you get while you're training with us, you can always book for interview prep sessions where we'd actually drill you and ask you potential questions that the interviewer is going to ask you. Yeah. So also the last thing here is now the recommendation letter in the first layer approach now, recommendation letter that we give to our students. So you've been a care worker all your life. Now you're transitioning into tech, and within a year, you are saying you can do this, you can do that. People will be like, are you sure? Now, Analytics is willing to give you that recommendation letter. That is another added value, which we're able to now say, okay, this person has trained with us. They've done an internship program with us. Whatever it is you see on their CV, whatever you see on their portfolio is what they can actually do. So we are giving that recommendation letter. So that's another thing that we add to our services that helps our students, because they would always ask you. Yeah, it is on rare occasions that you would be asked for. So we are there as a company, as the founder, co-founder, to vouch for you and say, okay, this person has trained with us, they are ready to go, and we can recommend them for any company. The second layer to this is the weekly mentorship. Trust me, mentorship is one of the most important things in life. I spent 5 years before I could solidly stand in the tech ecosystem. Yeah, but to be honest, most people don't have to do that. Yeah, our co-founders spent close to a decade before they became global professionals in the tech ecosystem. They didn't have to spend up to 10 years. With proper mentorship, you can do things in a shorter period of time. If you agree with me, in almost every sphere of life, in your spiritual life, in your marital life, in all forms of relationship, there is some level of mentorship in your career. There is some level of mentorship that shortens the time. You don't have to make some mistakes. You don't have to go some paths, yeah, unnecessarily, because you have some level of mentorship. So mentorship is something we take very seriously. So there are mentorship sessions that we'll organize every week. Yeah, and we encourage our students to actually attend. Yeah, because these are the times where we bring professionals who have been through what you are going through now. Yeah, professionals. In fact, there's another level to that mentorship session, which we just introduced this year. And that is students who have actually gone through the program, coming back to actually listen to you, answer your questions, and let you know that whatever it is you're learning now, they've been there before, and this is where they are now, and help you drag along. So we call them body mentorship. I'm just going to hint a little bit on that again shortly. So now, of course, also, now you've gotten the job, yeah? it is that there is that imposter syndrome that affects almost everybody, no matter how many years you've been in the tech ecosystem or in any career. Yeah, you could be the CEO of a company tomorrow. At least for the first few months, you'll be like, oh, can I really do this? Yeah, can I really now imagine someone who is transitioning from medicine into tech? Yeah, so that on-the-job support that you need to be able to stand firm solidly, at least do the little you can. If there's anything you feel like, oh, I can't handle this by myself, you need some support. Analytics will also be there to help you out on the job support until you find yourself solidly grounded and also now becoming mentors to other people. So there is two parts to this. Yeah, to be honest with you, I wouldn't sugarcoat anything. There is the part that we are going to train you on the things that you need to learn to be able to do the job. These are the additional services to be able to get you ready, yeah, to give you that confidence, to be able to sell yourself, yeah. But there is the other part that you need to play also. It is not easy for someone to compress 8 years of knowledge into you for say 5-6 months, yeah. So there is that part that you need to play, which is your dedication. The dedication that I would attend classes every weekend, I would attend CV review sessions, I will attend LinkedIn optimization session, I will attend weekly mentorship sessions. There is that 4 years. If you had to shut out friends for that four months of training, do it. If you have to fast and pray within that 4 months, sorry to go that deep, to focus, I mean now, I'm just trying to tell you the level of commitment that you need to put into this for you to be able to, that is the part that you need to play, yeah, to stand out and be a top-tier professional. So with all of this, with you playing your part and with what we have put on the table, we can assure you that 1 month after your training program, you should be assured of a job, guaranteed of a job interview in the tech ecosystem. And from there, you start moving into your first job. So like I said, there are additional services that we added this 2024, and then that's the body mentorship. Now, before we just bring top professionals to the mentorship sessions, but now we have alumni, people who have gone through this program also, who want to come back and share what they know, yeah? They want to be like that support system. They know where you've been through. They've attended master classes like this before they joined the program, before they got the job. So now they are coming back to help people who are now in the program also answer their questions, understand where they are, share their experience, give them that motivation to keep going, and also join them in getting their own first job also. Then, of course, our internship program is also enhanced for, ideally we do 1 month, but now we shifted it for 2 months for if you're doing the data engineering course or the business analysis. Then finally, we're also partnering with recruitment agencies. So now our best students, yeah, students that would know this one stand out. To be honest, a lot of students, some would have excuses, some would break, I wouldn't lie to you, some will break down along the line. But those who have that tenacity, that commitment, who already see what the future is like for them as in the tech ecosystem, and they pull through. Yeah, some of these students, we actually push them to top recruitment agencies that offer them that quick interview for them to get their first job. Yeah, so these are also new things that we introduced this year. So now to join the next cohort, which is April 6th, like I said, April is a very special month for us at Analytics because that is when we celebrate the women. Once again, happy International Women's Day to the women on this call. So for this month, last year we did 300 women. Let me just show you an article on Punch newspaper, which we shared after we helped over 300. Actually, we admitted 320 women for the month of April. But then we have a lot of feedback that, okay, what happens to the men? So for this year, let me just go back here. For this year, we are doing 300 women and 50 men. And we call these 50 men the support allies, meaning all the projects that they'll be working on during their course of program is going to be focused on women inclusion in tech. Yeah, all the data sets and everything they'll be working on, cybersecurity analysis they will do, it has to be related to women. So for every 6 women that we offer this scholarship, we decided to carry along 1 man. Yeah, so that the men wouldn't say that we have not done anything or we are not doing anything for them. So ideally, our program runs for $750 for the full time. I mean, that's the full amount. But for the scholarship, we are having a 50% slash. Yeah, for, like I said, 6 women. For every 6 women, I pick 1 man. So 6 women on this call make their payment, I pick 1 man. Another 6 women, I pick another 1 man. So you can use this link. My colleagues on the call will be sharing this link with you for you to make your payment. Then they are also going to share another form with you. And you're going to fill in your details. That form is what we would use because there is a special the certificate for this period for the International Women's Day Scholarship is different from the normal ones we give out for the rest of the month. So you're going to fill that form also. That would use to on your certificate. So make that payment right now on this call, and then to secure your spot for the April cohort. This is only open again to 300 women. We started this since we launched it on Sunday. That's March 3rd. That was when we launched it. And we've had close to 100 women already and about, I think, 5 men. So we have limited spots. Please jump on that discount quickly. If you've been on this call before, you know that this is what we charge. The other advantage we give is just have people pay maybe twice, yeah. But this time we just decided to slash it by 50% and then let you pay, make a one-time full payment at this price, $375 if you're in the US. If you're in Canada, you're paying $525 Canadian dollars. If you're in the UK, you're paying 312.50 pounds. And if you're in Nigeria also, you can pay 450,000 naira. So if you're going to make your payment, just click on this link. It's going to show you your currency depending on your location, and you can make the payment. So we also have the Scrum Master program. If you're interested in that, you can also make a 50% payment in that regard also. There is another masterclass going on concurrently about Scrum Masters. If you register here also, we can also have that material sent to you, learn more about Scrum, or you can go to our YouTube channel. We have a host of videos about Scrum Master you can learn about there also. But to just secure your spot on this discount, make your payment right now on this call. If you have any questions, quickly let me know, or my colleagues on the call would help you out to answer your questions as regards payment. So just click on this link, or the link is going to be shared with you. Make that payment quickly. Once that spot is filled, because of how our program is designed, we have a limited people we put in a class such that we're able to carry everybody along. Our intention is to carry everybody along. Like I said, it's a two-way thing. Yeah, there is nothing is always offered on a platter of gold. Yeah, we will do our part. You will play your part. You can have all the trainings and you make your payments, but if you don't come to class, there is nothing we can do about that. Yeah, maybe we can organize sessions for you to make sure we carry you along. But then if you still don't come to these sessions, there's nothing. So there is a two-way thing to this. Yeah. So we are playing our part. You also play your part in terms of coming to class and having that mindset that in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, I want to be a senior cybersecurity analyst. Yeah. The honest truth is, if you don't do the program, in the next 5 years, you will still be where you are. You still be who you are. Yeah. But then you could be in the next 2 years, be that cybersecurity analyst, a top professional, doing awesome things, protecting a lot of people from data. You could be protecting another millions of people from cyber threats and from losing whatever it is they are earning right now to some scammer later in the future. Yeah, so this is actually a very purposeful career path to jump on. And I think as our part of our way of including women, like I said, we always have this scholarship once for one cohort out of the 12 cohorts that we have every year, which is the April cohort. So make your payments quickly. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them on the chat, or you can just use the raise hand icon also if you have any questions as regards payment. For the men, like I said, the men can make payments, but the slot for men is limited. We're just taking in 50 men. Then if you want to, you can now do the next cohort. But for this cohort, we are doing 300 women because we want to bring in as many women as possible in the tech ecosystem. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask your questions and I'll be glad to answer them. Once you get the payment link, click on it. Let me just run through the payment link. I'm in Nigeria presently, so the currency is going to show me in Naira, but depending on where you are, it's going to show your currency and you can make the payment. So let me just run through the payment process quickly. So once you click on that link, you see the enrollment center. Yeah. So on the enrollment center, yeah, just click on visit store. Yeah. When you click on the visit store, you see the payment center. So here you see HR analytics, full stack data science, business analysis, Scrum Master, data engineering, cybersecurity, financial analytics, and data analytics. So these are the programs we have. So let's say you want to pay for cybersecurity. Now you click on cybersecurity. So like I said, I'm in Nigeria, so it automatically shows Naira. So wherever you are, it's going to show the currency of your location. Now, you see 459,000 Naira is the discounted amount. So instead of paying 900, you just clear this 900 out and type in 450. And then you click on reserve a seat. So once you get here, then you now type in your name, your full name, your email address, and then your phone number. And once you're done with that, you can proceed to the payment gateway, where you can now use your card to make that payment, or you do a transfer, or you select your bank. I think this one is a limited option. The banks here are not so many. So you can do your transfer. Yeah, do the transfer to this account. I'm sure a lot of you probably made payments online, so you know how this works. You use your card payment, and then you finalize. So once you are done with the payment, then you can now come back to, sorry, give me a second. Okay, once you make the payment, then you take a screenshot of your payment. Yeah, then you now come back to this original link at the enrollment center. Then you click on, just a quick one, look at the amount you actually have to pay before now. Yeah, but then for the discount, you can pay the 50% discount. So you come back here, sorry to cut. So you come back here and you then upload your receipt. So that opens another form that you now type in your email. Let me use my own here. You type in your email. You type in your email, the payment you made, full payment, your first name, last name, just again, put in your email address, your gender, let me just run through this. Let me type in, okay, sure. Okay, so this email here has to be the Gmail that you'll be using for your classes. So I'm just going to type in mine here. Then you go next. Yeah, you look through the terms and conditions. You go next. Then you enter the date you made your payments. So here you now upload a screenshot of that receipt, of the receipt that you, of the payment you made. You upload the screenshot here. All right. So once you do that, we now use that to confirm your payment and send you your welcome kit. So all of this information is what goes now to the admissions officer to now send you your enrollment kit. Here you select the full payment, main stack, which is the link I shared with you. Go next. So you just fill through all of this. So I just wanted to show you how to upload. So once you make that payment, take a screenshot and come and upload that here. And this goes to the admissions center. So there is a part where, in case you're thinking about other programs, you can always select other programs instead of cybersecurity analyst, if you're interested in other programs. But if you're not sure of what to start with yet, just take advantage of the discount, yeah, and join and make your payment. But then when you get to where you select a course, just select, I want to speak with a professional. Yeah. So once we see that, we are going to schedule a one-on-one call with you. And then the professional is going to ask about your experience, where you're coming from, your career background and all of that. Then based off that, we will explain to you what all the different programs is like. And from there, you can make that decision by yourself as regards to what you want to go with. So like I said, the discount is presently on. Okay, I'm just getting an information here now that we've had our first 5 women and 1 man on this call. So the slot is reducing. Once you have 300 women and 50 men, then this discount is going to close. So please enjoy the discount quickly before it goes off. Sean Paco. Okay, we'll look into that, Sean Paco. All right, so I'm open to questions for the next few minutes. Questions, comments, or feedback, and I'll be glad to answer them before we call it a day. Wale Ode Tata, yes, you can make payments as a man, and you can make one for someone you know also. All right, use the raise hand icon if you have any questions. I still have a few minutes to answer any questions you have or any feedback you'd like for me to take or any inquiries you want to learn more about, and I'll be glad to take them quickly. All right. Adeton Abimbola, B. Bennett, Faith Aruna, Roy Bemeka, Victor Tulilope, Kelechi. So if you have any questions, I'm open to answer questions for the next couple of minutes. If you have any comments, any challenges with making payments, I'm here to answer those questions or help you out with your payments for the next few minutes before we call it a day or before I close the curtains, basically. All right. So I'm still here for the next couple of minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to. And I also have my colleagues on the call who are going to answer any questions you have. Awesome. Okay, Samsung is asking what's the cost. So yeah, again, I'm sharing my screen. So the cost is $750 if you're in the US. If you're in Canada, $1,050. If you're in Europe, $625. But like I said, we have a discount for the International Women's Day Scholarship. So you have 50% discount. So the price is slashed by 50%. So you can make $375 if you're in the US, $525 if you are in Canada, and then £312.50 if you are in the UK. You can make that payment right now on this call to secure your spot for the next cohort, which is starting April. We start by the first weekend in every month. So everybody that is registering in March is going to start in April. Like I said, we are opening our doors more to women this season than men. So before I pick 1 man, I'm going to pick 6 women. For every 1 man, I pick 6 women. Every March for April cohorts in the year, it's our duty to also do what we can to include women in tech. So this is the month for that. It happens once in a year. So for the women on the call rather, please do take advantage of this quickly. All right, I'm so open to questions, comments. Can the course duration be compressed? So Sean Paco, just answer the question. How compressed do you want it to be again? Imagine someone teaching you what they've learned over years in 4 months. Yeah, there's only so much that the human mind can take. Yeah, I think we've done our best in compressing and making sure that you're able to grasp so much within 4 months. And to be honest, it's not just the course alone, but the additional services, 2 months or less. Trust me, you can't get that anywhere. 2 months or less to transition from medicine to cybersecurity. Even to become a medical student, you spend years of learning and all of that. Yeah. So the tech ecosystem actually is actually open and helps people to transition quickly. Yeah, with proper mentorship. Yeah, without mentorship, you probably will be spending years because there's a lot to learn. You will dive into the internet, learning for yourself, and it's an endless ocean of knowledge. Yeah, so you keep learning here, learning there. You don't know where to stop. Yeah, so the mentorship is what makes us stand out. With that mentorship now, we're able to package and compress what you actually need to learn to know to transition and do a job. Yeah. So we are not teaching you for you to know so much, but teaching you enough to land the job. Yeah. So that's what we have compressed in that 4 months. And not just 4 months now. I mean 3 months of active learning and 1 month of real life work. Yeah. Doing real life jobs with a team, reporting to a boss, and all of that is what prepares you. That's what gets you ready for a job in the tech ecosystem. So it's not about you can't compress it less than 4 months, to be honest. 4 months is the best that you can get, and 4 months is actually fair enough. It's a good bargain, to be honest, for someone who is quite familiar with the tech ecosystem. So what's the average time? Average time that one secures employment from the first day. So the securing employment, I've told you, there is a part that you need to play. Yeah. Have you attended your classes? Are you applying for job? Applying for job, yeah, will teach you how to apply for job, how to navigate the market. So you're not just sending CVs to open space, but sending CVs that will actually convert, CVs that will get attention. So there is no timeline to when you get your first job. Yeah. But then there is a timeline to when you learn and when you are ready to actively, confidently approach any company and tell them this is what you know and this is what you have to offer them. All right. Okay. Still engaging with some parkour here. You're doing some active learning on your own. So yeah, that's fine. But then, like I said, mentorship is actually important in anything in life. Yeah. Someone who's been married for 30 years, if they give you an advice for someone who's just getting married, what they will teach you, they'll probably, if they are being honest with you, they'll compress their 30 years of marriage experience into you for probably like a 6 months marriage course. And that is going to prepare you to stand out in your own marriage and be a better husband or be a better wife. So that mentorship is what is quite important to make you get that job. Yeah. All right. So I don't know if there are any more questions. I still have some time to answer questions, take comments and feedback. If you have any issues making payment right now, I can easily help you out. If you need to chat with someone, I can chat with you privately. My colleagues on the call can chat with you privately. Just make sure you secure your spot. And once this is closed, then it's off for tonight. So all the women in the house, please take advantage of this discount. If you know anyone that you think this would benefit, please do well to share with them, get them to make the payment and secure their spot. Like I said, our classes, we will take everybody by the hand, and doing that means there's a limited number of people. So once the class is filled, then we do not take any extra. Yeah. So okay, nice. Okay, so more women have made payments. Good. So more is actually 2 courses can be done at a time. To be honest, our advice is to take it one at a time. It's like asking if you can drive a car and fly a plane at the same time. You have to start with one, do one and finish it off, then you jump to the next one. Yeah, that's just the honest truth. Like I said, it's a 4 month intensive training program. Yeah. So to be honest, you can't pick two at the same time. But you can do one, and immediately after that, if you're there are a lot of people that are active learners, and you want to jump on the next one right immediately after, you can. So in that case, you can be doing stuff like data analytics. You start with data analytics, And once you're done with that, you can jump into data science immediately. And once you're done with that, you can jump into data engineering if you want to cover the full data ecosystem end to end. So, all right, so I have 10 minutes more on this call to attend to any inquiries, to answer any questions that you might have. So if you have any issues making payment, please let me know on the chat and I can gladly assist you. Also, you have my colleagues on the call who are going to assist and answer any questions that you have. All right, so I'm still open to questions. I'm reading the chat for, okay. The choice to regularly popular network. Yes, exactly, Samsung. Sorry, I didn't see your name, so I just use what I see here. Samsung. Yeah, so completing the course will give you the choice, yeah, to know which path you want to take. You see the list of paths that Aladesomi mentioned. So it's the most common that you always hear is the most common you always hear is what do you call it now, cybersecurity analyst. But then there are all charade of program titles or career titles that are under it that you can follow through after the program. So it's not left for who will lay the foundation. Now you pursue your passion in terms of, do you want to be an ethical hacker? Do you want to hack systems such that you find the loopholes and help them block it before the malicious hackers will now come into it? So you know where you want to play your part. Do you want to work in the compliance part of things and all of that? Yes, payment in Ghana is possible. Yes, we've had people pay from Togo. We've had people pay from South Africa. Yes, so payment from Ghana is possible. Just click on the link and the currency that shows up to you, make your payment using that link. All right. If you have any challenges, you can chat with any of my colleagues on the call, and then they will be happy to assist you to make your payment. All right, I have 8 more minutes on this call. Still open to answer questions, any comments, any challenges you might have regarding payment. I'm happy to assist you to do that right now. All right. Okay, I'm looking through the chat. Please, I'm open to more questions. If you want me to unmute you so that you can ask, then, so to get to work in Canada, which pay is in sure I can so yes. So the interesting thing about the tech ecosystem is that so far you have value to offer. So far you are good at what you are doing. Yeah, you can work from anywhere. Just a few weeks ago, I was working from Ibadan. Yeah. Last month, I spent a few days in Abuja. Yeah. In the next couple of weeks, I'll be going back to Abuja. All I need is my laptop and internet. Yeah. So the tech ecosystem allows you to work from anywhere. Yeah. Be it hybrid, you might have to come to the office once in a while, or you work fully remote. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter. But for those who are relocating, the idea is that you shouldn't be relocating, yeah, to go and be doing care worker, or you should be relocating to go and be doing factory jobs and all of that. Learn a tech skill, yeah, that when you get there, you can confidently compete for high-paying jobs. Yeah, you can confidently compete for jobs that you'll be glad to tell people in Nigeria or back in Africa that you are in the abroad because you are making good money. Yeah, you're not literally um, um, scrapping money together from menial jobs. So that's the idea. You can work from anywhere. If you're very, very lucky and you're very, very talented and very good at what you do, companies are willing to pick you from wherever you are to come and meet them if they have to have you in the office. But more often than not, tech ecosystem is one of the industries that allows you to work from anywhere, absolutely anywhere in the world, right? Okay, B said, I joined later, there and some parts. Yes, like I said, so this is the difference that we make in our training programs. Our training programs are such that we are not just learning what is cybersecurity or what is this. While we are teaching you what is cybersecurity, you are working on a project. So for every class is a project. Every class is a practical. Yeah. So you have a plethora of projects that you put in your portfolio. So by the end of the 4 months program, you have a portfolio to share. And that's one important thing in the tech ecosystem. You're not just sharing your CV. You're not just saying this is what I know. They want to see what you can do. Yeah. So we take that into cognizance in our classes. So every class you come, every class you come to, you are working on a case study. You are working on a practical project that you see as a facilitator is doing it. That recording is sent to you, plus the video for the next week. So you can follow through, you can be a pause and play. And as the facilitator is running through it, you're also doing the same on your own end also. So yes, to answer your question literally, they are 100% practical hands-on projects you'll be working on. Yeah. And of course, don't forget, I mentioned the internship program also. So that internship program also is more or less you doing real life work and then reporting to your project coordinator that literally gives you feedback, tells you where you need to make improvements and the likes. All right. Okay, I'm open to more questions. I have 4 minutes more on this call. Open to more questions. Glad to answer them. All right. Okay. Is there a timetable yet? Okay, B, when you say a timetable, what do you mean by a timetable? So our courses start at the first Saturday of every month. Yeah. So this International Women's Day scholarship is for people who will join the April cohort. So you do the times and days. Actually, you have classes on weekends. You have a class in the morning if you want to join the morning class. So there are two classes. You could join the morning class and the evening class. Yeah, on a Saturday, where you have a facilitator like myself that's going to share their screen like this and teach you what you need to know in that class. Then on Sunday, we'll send you the recording of the Saturday class and the next class that you will be coming to, you'll be joining, yeah, which is also project-based. So we call them Watch Me Do It videos. Yeah. So you attend the class on Saturday. On Sunday, we send you the recording of Saturday and a video of the upcoming Saturday on a Sunday. So you can watch the Saturday class just to learn again what you've learned in class. Then watch the other second video to prepare you for the coming class. So that's compounded knowledge. Thank you. It helps you stay a step ahead. And of course, let me also mention that during the week is where you now have the drop-in sessions. Drop-in sessions, you can now ask questions about things you're probably learning already from the Watch Me Do videos or something you missed in class that you need some clarity on. All right. You have those drop-in sessions, then you have mentorship sessions where we talk about your CV reviews, talk about your LinkedIn optimization, how to navigate the job market. So we also have something called application tracker. So we encourage our students to apply as quickly as possible, and we also help you track it. And that way you can use by numbers, you can commend yourself and motivate yourself as regards to how many jobs you're applying for per week, for instance, how many interviews you're able to make, all of that is to just solidify that experience and get you molded for your first job in the tech ecosystem. All right. So I have 2 more minutes to answer questions, queries, concerns. If you have any concerns about making payments, please let me know. If you have any questions you want me to answer, please use the raise hand icon so I can unmute you, or you can type it in the chat and I'll pick you from there. All right. Okay, I'm scanning through the chat. All right, a big shout out to all the women on this call. this month is all about you. The global theme for International Women's Day for this year is actually Inspire Inclusion, and we're actually taking that seriously. So we want more women rather, in the tech ecosystem. So we are slashing our price by 50% just for this month. And also for the men who are interested in projects that would support women inclusion in the tech ecosystem or globally, in whatever field they find themselves, then you can also take advantage of that discount. So for every, okay, Stella is asking to explain the payment. So like I said, the full payment, our programs normally, if you're paying in dollars, in the US dollars is $750. But because of the scholarship we're running for women, Stella, you can pay $375 right now on this call. That's the 50% discount we are offering women. Yeah. If you're in Canada, you can pay $525 instead of $1,050. And if you're in UK, you can pay £312.50 instead of $625. All right. So to make the payment, click on this link here, or my colleague is going to send this link to you. Click on that link, and then it takes you to something like this, where you can actually navigate to make payment. All right. So this is the discount you are paying. This is a discounted amount, sorry, which is 50% of this. So this is what you are paying if you're making your payments right now and on this call. If you need any assistance, please chat with any of my colleagues on the call. They also have their WhatsApp lines that you could quickly chat with them. Yeah, so, okay. Let me just run through the payment for you again, Stella. I hope you're following me. So if you click on this payment link, so like I said, depending on where you are, you're going to see your currency or quick access and quick payments. So once you click on that link, Stella, and then you get to the enrollment center. This is the enrollment center. You click on visit store. Then on the visit store, you select cybersecurity or whichever program you want to join. One second, please. Okay, so the payment center, visit store. So you see the HR, full stack data science, business analysis, Scrum Master, cybersecurity. So for instance, you want to pay cybersecurity, you come and click on cybersecurity. Then the next thing you see is where you enter the payment you want to make and reserve your seat. So let that load up and I'll just show you quickly. All right, so ideally you're supposed to pay 900, like I said. For the discount now you're paying 450. So you just type in 450, then you reserve a seat. Yeah, so here you enter your name. Mine is Olawale. Enter your email, enter your phone number, then you proceed to the payment gateway where you can now pay with your card information or use the transfer, whatever accounts you see here, use that quickly to do the transfer and you complete your payment. Yeah, or you use your, yeah, so you can do this. You see, this is a limited time account that expires, or you can use your card, enter your card details and make your payments. All right. So that's where you quickly secure. So once you make that payment, you now take your payment receipt, take a screenshot, then you now come back to the enrollment center here, and then you now upload your payment receipt. So like I said, when you are uploading, you see where you need to select the program you want to join. Yeah, if the program is, if you change your mind about cybersecurity, any other program, or you're not sure, just click on, I want to speak with a professional. But if you also choose any program and at some point you want to change before the program starts, ideally, before the cohort starts in April. Yeah. If you have another thought, maybe you want to change your cybersecurity to data analytics or to data engineering, we have what we call clarity sessions. Yeah. So from that clarity session, you can always talk to a professional like myself. We are going to have a more personal one-on-one conversation, learn about where you're coming from in terms of your career path from the past, and then see how we can help you now explain further all the programs. Then you can personally now select based on your passion or what you are more interested in and say, okay, maybe I want to do data engineering instead of cybersecurity, or cybersecurity is actually what I want to do, you know? So you can have that conversation on that call. All right. Samsung, yes. So far, the two wives are going to make their payment before the discount ends. But if you are paying for two wives, why don't you just make them 6? Yeah, pay for 6 wives, and then you can also join them to enjoy the discounts. On a lighter note, yes, you can always your sisters, your girlfriends, also your friends, female friends. So it's all about women this month. You're welcome, Stella. All right, so I was supposed to close by 10, but I think I'm enjoying the conversation here. If there's any more questions, we still have a host of people on the chat that have not said anything. If any questions, any more clarity, I can easily answer your question. So Samsung again. So we already have the discount. As at last month, those who paid last month paid the full amount. So the discount is a 50%. So imagine you were paying $10 last month. Now this month you're paying $5. So if you're paying for 2, you're paying, I don't understand your mathematics, Samsung. I wish I knew your name. So I don't call you Samsung SM, S9, it's you. All right, so if there are no more questions, I think this is what we call it. Put a close to this. We're going to be having Mr. Charlson. All right. It's nice to meet you. I hope to see you in class. I won't forget his name. Yeah? I hope to see you in class. And your 2 wives also. And your 2 wives also. Okay, so good luck. Like I told someone, it's advisable you focus on one program at a time. Yeah, but if you are thinking of maybe starting one, then do the other and want to take advantage of the discount. Now, first, I think you're a man. If you are doing that for your women, then I think I might help you take you in. But however, I'm going to share my email with you. Just chat me up or chat with any of my colleagues and ask to chat with me. Then we can have that conversation. But first, these numbers are dropping in terms of people taking advantage of the discount. You might just want to make your payment first, then we can have that conversation deeper later. Yes, I'm happy to have a one-on-one chat with you to discuss this. All right. Good luck. Okay. Yeah. Someone has shared their WhatsApp line, so you can talk to them about the program, how you want it structured. Yeah. Okay, you just came in. Good luck. Okay, yeah, someone just sent their number as a response to your initial question. So you can chat with that person. Okay, yes, if you're in a WhatsApp group, if you check for the admin, you would see me there also. So you can chat me up from there. Then I would channel you to the admissions officers, and then you can have your direct conversation with them. But I am in that WhatsApp group, so you can always chat me up privately. I'll be glad to answer any questions and hand you over to the right persons to help you with your admission. All right, are there any more questions, Mr. Charlton? Any more questions? I still have 5 minutes. Okay, awesome. Awesome. All right, so this is what we'll call it a close. If you have any more questions, any feedback, any comments, need any assistance regards payment, feel free to chat with my colleagues and we'll help you through the process. All right. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your morning, depending on where you're listening from. And thank you for being a part of this. See you on your awesome journey into the tech ecosystem. All right. Good night and goodbye, everyone.